every family has a box of films, you know, those 8mm reels that your grandpa probably filmed 40 years ago. Or I have a bunch of films of my first son who on VHS-C and 8mm and all sorts of weird videotape formats. Well, how do you get those onto Facebook or onto YouTube? Well, today we are with Pixorial, and they're going to tell us how to do that. Who are you?
My name is Andres Espiñeira, and I'm the founder of Pixorial. My background is I did product marketing for Netscape for electronic commerce back in 1995, before people believed that you can enter a credit card transaction on your computer, and today that's a thing of the past. And one day I came to the realization by looking at a lot of my old films from my parents that in those collective memories, there were a lot of videos that needed to be free from the constraints of the shoebox, from the constraints of formats, etc., and I created Pixorial. And the idea with Pixorial is to take video in any format, from literally, this could be any kind of film that you have, all the way to something that you shot on your cell phone, and make it possible for you to take that video and publish it and share it and edit it, but not on Pixorial.com per se. We're not a destination site. Take that video and put it wherever those social interactions that are meaningful to you happen to make sense, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever. We support all of that.
Well, this is really cool. When I first heard about the company, I was like, why do we need yet another video company? There's YouTube already.
Right.
You know, why do we? But I have that box, right? And I have videos that I filmed a long time ago on camcorders I don't have anymore. I don't even have the ability to get that tape into the computer.
And most people don't have the ability to take the content and enjoy it anymore. And it's usually not content that's just applicable and important to you. There may be friends, there may be relatives. As an example, just a couple of weeks ago, I had some video when I was a kid that included some friends that, just seems like other kids, etc. Well, it turns out that it was mother's, 50th birthday, and here I am, lovely present for them. It's videos of when their kids, 40, 50 years ago, were little children, and those jewels need to really be rescued.
Yeah.
So our mission as a company is to liberate the world's video, and it's not liberating in the sense of let's get all the video and put it out there for everybody to see. Is to empower all the families, to empower all the consumers to take that video and do something with it, because they really deserve to do more with that video than just sit in a closet.
Okay, so if I have one of these 8mm reels of film and I need to get it, how do I do that?
So you go to
how much does it cost?
So you come to Pixorial.com. You request a shipping kit from us, or you request a label, and then you ship all that content from us, and literally any tape, any kind of consumer grade film, 8mm, VHS, VHS-C, whatever, we take care of all of that. We convert it, and then we make it available for you to do whatever you want with it at that point. It's on our servers, it's secure, it's safe, and then you can take that content and publish it wherever you want that. To go.
Now, on the computer behind you, you showed me what it looks like when it comes back. There's a lot of icons, and it looks a little complex. And I know how to do video.
Right.
Rocky certainly knows how to do video. We have Final Cut Pro and really nice Macs, and we've been doing it every day for years.
Right.
But the average everyday person hasn't gotten to that knowledge, right? And how have you made it simpler for them to have a good first experience with that
So
video?
we've spent a lot of time with usability testing. We're a company of only 14 people, and yet we have a full-time usability person that did design for Adobe back in the early days of Adobe Premiere. And we also have a full-time designer as well. Our target customers is literally the average consumer, 20 to 30, male or female, that has no video editing experience whatsoever. And that's where we actually focus a lot of our energy, is how do we get someone to come in, quickly trim a video, quickly add music, and essentially for the software to do what the person wants them to do, and then get out of the way. Just quickly, put it, make it available. Almost like, in a sense, make it like magical, where if you want to put different videos together, put a title scene at the beginning, for all of that to happen without you having to necessarily grab a manual or anything like that. There's no software to install.
Yeah.
This all happens online. All you need is a web browser that has Flash.
So if I'm doing a Christmas present for my brother, I probably sent you 5 or 6 film reels and got back maybe half an hour worth of content and all these little icons. Well, I don't want my mom and dad in there. I want just my brother. How do I cut that apart? How do I take the clip and make sure I cut only into the places my brother is?
So you can trim within our application. You can trim every particular clip to the section that you desire, down to a granularity I think of 1/6 of a second, and then you can mix different videos together. And these videos could have been something from film together with something maybe that you shot on your cell phone. Like maybe you want to compare something of you when you were a baby with your son now, and do kind of that kind of montage. So the person doesn't have to worry about, well, this video's on this format and this other video's on another format. We sort of hide all that complexity for you. And then we make it possible for you to publish that video, on Facebook, and then it appears on your wall, or we can actually publish it to YouTube as well. We even go as far as allowing you to take that video, and let's say that you want to send this to grandma, and grandma's not online.
Yeah.
Grandma has a DVD player. Well, you can also create a DVD, you can create a custom cover, you can create what the DVD looks like,
Oh, wow.
and then we ship it on your behalf. So, Christmas comes and grandma gets a DVD of that particular movie that you made without you having to burn a DVD, without you actually having to go to the post office, and it's a beautiful present.
Yeah, that's really. So you take any video or any format, let me edit it on the computer, and then it spit it back in any other.
In any other format, yes.
Oh, that's interesting. And most people now are on Facebook, right? There's 600 million people, and probably by Christmas there'll be 1 billion people on Facebook. It seems like, right? So how do I get it into Facebook, and how do I share it there?
Right. So we have an app on Facebook as well. It's a Pixorial app, Pixorial video that you can search on the application directory on Facebook. And that app allows you to just post simple videos right from Facebook. So if you don't want to go to Pixorial.com, if you want to just do this all within Facebook, you can upload a video, you can turn your webcam on and record something right there. Or you can even request to have, like I said, a shipping kit, mailed to you. And then there you can create a video, trim it. You can actually even rotate it. So let's say, for example, some of the more recent cell phones today, you get into this habit of shooting in portrait mode. And many of the cell phones would actually take advantage of that and actually tell you the rotation. Not all cameras, not all cell phones do that. Yeah. So in those cases, and this is sometimes you see video on Facebook that is sideways. Yeah. So with our tool, you can actually take the video, rotate it, and then the player appears not as a strip within a horizontal player, it appears in portrait mode. And then we also have on Facebook this notion of what we call a video album, which is a collection of videos, and these video albums are open. So let's say that you went to a concert and you shot some video of the concert. Well, there may be some other pals of yours also shot some video, and now everybody can contribute and create an album of videos of everything that happened that evening, for example.
Very cool. Can I see this on an iPhone, iPad,
right.
Android?
So the application on Pixorial.com is all based on Flash. That's what our core expertise is. On Facebook, we have both a Flash version of the app, but we also have an HTML5 viewer. So let's say that you're using a Facebook app on your iPhone or using a Facebook app on the iPad, both platforms that does not support Flash. In those cases, you can actually still watch the video. You won't be able to edit it, but you'll be able to watch the video, at the same quality on both the iPad and on the iPhone. So it's an HTML5 site that has been optimized both for the iPad and a slightly different one that's been optimized for Android and for iPhones.
A lot of us have today. We have high def cameras. Like my Canon 5D films in 1080p. These high movies are going to be in old style 4:3.
Or 4:3.
Blurry quality. How do you mix those two formats together so it looks pleasing? Or
so
is there anything I have to do or anything worry about?
No, you don't. Unfortunately, the aspect ratio is the aspect ratio. There's nothing we can do about that. On the site, everything is 16:9. So everything's widescreen, and we just do pillar boxing for content that is, in 4:3 ratio. The video that we store on our servers for conversions, it is at its highest quality possible. Yeah. The stuff that you actually share on Facebook, it's of a lower, quality just because of bandwidth constraints. Yeah. But if you were to take a movie that you shot with that, mix it with HD, then the quality of the end product, there'll be some degradation, but because we have the original files on our servers, the end product would actually be, something very nice.
And I can still take everything I do on Pixorial and push it over to YouTube?
Yes, that is true. And in the case of pushing content to YouTube, then obviously it's not our player. We take the video, we render it, and then through the YouTube APIs, we'll make that video available on YouTube as well under your account. Something that we're releasing very, very shortly that I thought when we started talking that it was live already is the ability for you in the upload page to give us a URL on YouTube and to say, here's my account, here's where I have my videos. I want to take some of those videos, remix them together, and make something else out there. That's coming out very soon.
Okay, very cool. How much does this all cost? Do I just pay for the conversion, or do I pay a monthly fee for the service? Tell me how it all works.
The model is we have essentially a subscription service that is complemented with transactions. So we have a free account that gives you up to a certain amount of minutes of storage on the site. Then we have a plus account that has a higher limit, up to 45, and then we have an unlimited version, a pro account, that you can store as much as you want. And then conversions are competitive with what the kind of services that you can go today on a mom and pop, where you take a VHS and convert it on a DVD.
Yeah.
The value add here, if you were to sort of say, well, why not just do that, is if you take a VHS, if you take something in film and convert it, you literally just went from format A to format B.
Yeah.
Now I have it on a DVD, and more likely what's going to happen is going to go back in the closet in a DVD format now.
Yeah.
But you're still not going to do anything with that. So our approach is take all that content, put it on the cloud, where you now have the ability to, at any point in time, do something with it. And one of the things that you can do with the mobile devices as well is you can actually, from a phone, let's say you're in a conversation with somebody and they like, hey, I saw you posted a video of a game, of a play. You can actually share that with them right there from your phone.
Oh, excellent.
So your entire library is accessible, right there from the device. In my case, I have more film than even the iPhone can store.
Yeah.
So and it's a really nice feeling that I can be anywhere, and if I want to make a fool of myself and say, here's what it looked like when I was 2 and I had a mohawk, which I should show you that video one day, you can do that. And it's, all you need is it's a wireless connection at that point.
Now, are you going to white label this? Because I used to work in several camera stores in Silicon Valley, and I know a few of those still exist, right? Cable and Check and Palo Alto. They'd love to offer this service to their customer, but offer it as Keeble and Chuckett's video production, video conversion service. Are you going to white label it to retailers like that?
We're in some discussions with, I can't say some of the names, with some
big retailers.
Big retailers and people that have a retail presence, to be able to offer this on as being branded by them.
Very cool. And tell me a little bit about the fundamentals of the company. How are you guys funded?
So it's all privately funded up to this point. We are 14 people total. We just now started the process of beginning to have discussions with investors to actually do a formal outside round of funding as well.
Very cool. Anything else I need to know about you guys? 'Cause it seems pretty straightforward. You take films and tapes and make them into stuff I can put on Facebook or YouTube. Right? It's pretty easy.
That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to get all the video to us and have it be something where we're locking people on our platform, etc. And this is sort of something very sort of personal and dear to me. In seeing my parents' video and realizing that out of all those hours of footage, there was stuff there that was meaningful, not just to me. I mean, there were cousins, there were aunts, they were all friends. And as I started the process of sharing those videos with people, by sharing it through Pixorial, I'm giving them access to essentially say, it's your video now. And then you can do whatever the heck you want to do with that video. And you then get emails from people saying, oh my God, thank you. And that to me has been sort of one of the most fulfilling aspects of this, is to essentially see that you're rescuing memories that would otherwise just be there.
Locked. Very cool. Well, I'm going to go and clean out my attic and find those old tapes and send them to you. So
please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.